Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. How are you guys? I hope everything's going nicely for you all in your lives. Have you ever had this suspicion that your guitar sounds like shh even if you've spent hundreds of dollars on that new awesome plugin? I've just come across a video from John Nathan Cordy, absolutely super skilled guitarist and YouTuber. Check out what he does, he's an absolute guru on guitars, where he was practically saying that he was always experiencing some kind of saturation in his guitar sounds when using plugins, especially neural DSP ones, even when he was just playing a totally clean setup. Apparently, what caused the issue was some wrong input level in his sound card, as it added some kind of strange overdrive to his sound, even if the signal wasn't clipping at all. So, with the great help of EDS4754, who was so nice to answer my own questions too, he managed to solve this strange and mind-boggling equation, and I'm going to explain it to you all now. But first, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like and a comment below. That's really the only thing that can help me grow on YouTube. Also, if you want to support me directly, you can listen to and buy my albums on BandCamp, all the links in the description below. Let's take for example my sound card, which is quite old but still awesome, Focusrite Scarlett 2A2 2nd generation, made in 2018. If you go to the official Focusrite website, you can find all the important details and specs about it, especially the maximum input level. In this case, it's said to be plus 13 dBu at instrument level, for example for passive pickups, and plus 22 dBus at line level, for example for active pickups or other powerful sound sources. What this means is that practically if you have a guitar with a passive pickup set, let's say a Zimmer Duncan Jazz NJB, you should select the instrument level, because even if you're going to play some very hard palm mutes and chugs, there's no way your guitar's pickups could go over that plus 13 dBu volume level, meaning that your recording will not clip. Same if you, for example, have a nice guitar with some active pickups like Zimmer Duncan Blackouts, you should select to record your source at line level and it will be safe enough, having plus 22 dBus of headroom. The important thing to do in both cases would be to keep the preamp gain at zero, because whenever you start adding gain to that circuit, you're going to get some kind of saturation and distortion in your recording, even if your sound card's meter is telling you that you're not clipping. For example, my Scarlett keeps showing me green lights around the preamp gain knobs, but it is actually adding some little saturation to the recorded signal, so the best practice would be to keep the preamp gain at zero. Moreover, if we consider that, for example, all the most famous plugins are simulation of high-gain monsters like the Fortinatas, Nameless, Mesa Boogie rectifiers, Marshall JCMs and Soldanos, we are risking of adding gain over gain over gain, and this would definitely ruin our sound. So how much should we adjust the plugin's input gain level? The best practice for newer DSP plugins, Nembrini, Helix and so on, seems to be reaching for 12 dBs. So in my own case, since my audio interface has a maximum input level of plus 13 dBus at instrument level, I would need to just record my guitar with passive pickups with the preamp gain of the sound card at zero, and then just boost the plugin input by 1 dB to reach that 13 dBs level that you should be supposed to work with neural DSP plugins. Now, this could get very tricky, so I guess the best way to choose would be to use the old common sense. Passive pickups at instrument level, active pickups and other active sound sources at line level, always keeping the preamp gain at zero in both cases, not to oversaturate your sound. However, I asked directly EDS4754 and his response was a bit different. Considering that line level is 22 dBus with gain at zero, he suggested just to use the instrument input for both passive and active pickups though, because 1 mega ohms is a closer impedance to a real amp than line level. Active pickups are less fuzzy, so he suggested I could use 22 dBus if for some reason I wanted more headroom. Just always keeping the preamp gain at zero, I guess we'll be fine with everything. First of all, I want to thank everyone who is still watching this video after so long. I know this might be a little bit boring, but believe me, gain staging is one of the most important things to set right before recording. A big thank you both to John, Nathan, Cordy and EDS4754 for the help and for answering my questions immediately. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's really the only way to grow on YouTube. And if you really want to support my work, go buy my albums on BandCamp. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.